Hi, I'm Pauline Harrison with the Fintech Times, and we are here at PAY360 with Jessica Richards. Jessica, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. I'm Jessica Richards. I'm the head of market development for NatWest Payments, where I cover strategy, industry, and regulatory engagement.
Fantastic. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your role and kind of your day-to-day job and kind of what you do here at NatWest.
Yes, well, as I say, I do payment strategy, which covers all aspects, both internal and external. And I also work with industry, regulators, external engagement. So coming to events like this, also speaking to regulators and industry bodies such as the Payments Association.
Fantastic. I'm sure that keeps you very busy.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, so let's talk a little bit about the payments landscape. You know, how has it evolved, in your opinion, over the last decade or so? And where has NatWest come in this evolution?
Mm-hmm. So last year we did some research on the future of payments, and we highlighted 5 key trends. And I'll take you through those because I think they're quite interesting in terms of where we've come from in payments and where we're going. So the first is that traditional is being eclipsed by digital. Digital has exploded. Customers now expect real-time 24/7 global digital payments with enhanced data running alongside. Secondly, this revolution is being driven by technology. So technology has given us APIs and cloud. It's given us digital ledger technology and blockchain. It's given us banking as a service, payments as a service, which are models that are gaining traction. And of course, we have embedded finance, embedded payments that are here to stay. Thirdly, and I would summarize it as data. ISO 20022 is obviously a very big part of that, but digital payments yields huge amounts of data. And this can be used to enhance customer propositions, for example, in supply chain, but also in the fight against fincrime and fraud. Number 4, payments will drive and be a catalyst for business. And this isn't just around large domestic corporates. This is everything from SMEs to large corporates, both domestic and international. And I think everybody can be involved in the digital instant payments revolution. And the final key trend, and this is my personal favorite, is payments will be purposeful. And this is we really think the winners will be those organizations that will do the right thing for customers, stakeholders, and society as a whole. Whether it is on climate and sustainability, where digital payments I think can make a difference, or around access and inclusion. And actually I was talking earlier on the stage about that this morning at the conference. NatWest has the ambition to be a purpose-led bank. And I think because of our size in the UK, we process 1 in 4 payments. We have 19 million retail customers. We bank over 750 government agencies. We're the #1 corporate bank. We believe that we need to take a leadership role in helping the industry move forward on many issues in a purpose-led way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny you mentioned, obviously, that you process 1 in 4 payments, all these fantastic customers. How do you ensure the security and reliability of those payments being on such a large scale?
Yes, great question. So at the heart of it, it's really about payments working for everybody and ensuring that they are safe, secure, and resilient. So at NatWest, we invest a huge amount of our capital in ensuring that our technology is modern and resilient. And I should also mention at this point, we also have spent a lot of resource fighting fincrime and fraud. So I read a statistic the other day saying 8 out of 10 people in the UK had been targeted by scams over email and text. And at NatWest, I think we have over 5,000 people in dedicated roles trying to fight this, which is almost 1 in 10 of our workforce. And we've, I think, allocated £1 billion over the next 5 years to fight fincrime and fraud. But we realize we can't do it alone, so we also work with the industry, with regulators, law enforcement, and governments in the fight against bad actors.
Fantastic, fantastic. And so how are regulatory requirements driving the industry at the moment, and how does NatWest sort of lead into all of that?
Great question. I was at a conference probably 6 or 7 years ago where I remember the keynote speaker saying this tidal wave of regulation is about to hit us. And it hit, and then it just kept on going. So we had PSD2 and SCA, we had open banking, we are right in the middle of ISO 20022 and all the massive program around that. We're also looking into the evolution of open banking into open finance. We've got work around APP scams and fraud, and the cross-border work which the G20 is undertaking in terms of making that better and more efficient. And of course we can't forget the digital assets, central bank digital currencies, stablecoin, crypto, and the regulation that's coming in around that. But in terms of the approach, I think you can look at it either as a compliance exercise and do the minimum amount, or you can see it as an opportunity. And at NatWest, we like to see it as an opportunity. We've certainly done that for ISO and the ISO 20022 program that we're implementing, where we've used it to re-architecture our whole payment system and our landscape. And in terms of another good example is confirmation of payee, where we went above and beyond the minimum. And because of that, at the start of the pandemic, we actually helped the government get payments out to those people who needed them most and confirm that they were the right people.
Amazing stuff, amazing. And I guess when we come to sort of events like this especially, we hear a lot about collaboration and partnership. Is NatWest working with anyone to try and make some new innovative technology for the industry?
Yeah, so I think there are two parts to this question. One is about collaboration in the industry, and the other is the partnership piece. So in terms of collaboration, as you know, payments is a network industry. We must come together as an ecosystem. So it's not just banks, but it's the broader payments industry, including now fintech and paytech, big tech, as well as regulators, to work together on things such as fighting fincrime and fraud, but also in areas like standards, ISO 20022, for example. From a partnership perspective, we also work very closely with the likes of fintech and technology companies to really get customer solutions out to market quickly. So we have a fantastic customer base, but some of these new innovative players can help us really solve those pain points quicker. And so, for example, we mentioned confirmation pay earlier, where we worked with SurePay to bring our solution to market. And also a really great example is we do partner with companies, particularly in open banking, and we've recently partnered with TrueLayer to launch variable recurring payments, which is a really exciting opportunity.
Fantastic. And how important is this collaboration in the payments industry, you know, to drive innovation and things like that? How to you, how important is it?
Yes, so I think I would probably go back to those points, both in the industry space, where we have to work with regulators, policymakers, industry, and organizations such as the Payments Association, as well as in the competitive space, where we partner with the fintechs who can definitely help us take things to market and solve customer pain points quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. And then looking ahead then, what can we expect from NatWest in the coming months or years in terms of payments processing?
There's so many things we're doing in the payment space, but if I had to highlight one area, it would have to be open banking. I mean, for me, it's a game changer. I know, I was reading the other day that there are now 7 million active users of retail and businesses using open banking solutions. I know it's at the start of its journey, but I think it's getting there. And NatWest believes that this is a really exciting opportunity, and I think we've had several firsts to market, and so I'm going to talk about those because I get very excited about those. So we have Pay It, which is essentially it's an alternative to cards, but it's using faster payments via open banking and APIs, using a QR code, and for consumers it reduces friction, and for businesses it's essentially more cost effective and reduces fraud. The second first to market, which we're very proud of, is Send Money, and this is essentially I see it as an alternative to checks, where a business can send money to people without knowing their bank account details. And if you compare it to checks, it's definitely more efficient and easier for the businesses. And for customers, it's a great user experience. And then the final one I would highlight, and we're very proud of this, it's the variable recurring payments. I mentioned it earlier, and where we did partner with a fintech to be first to market. And this is where we support TPP, so the third-party payment providers initiate payments of different amounts at varying intervals, but with just one authentication. And again, this is a really exciting development which has gone. We have a live use case. We use Pay360 to do it for us, but we've also got contracts with I think 6 other intermediaries. So we're opening it up, and this again is a great opportunity for businesses and their customers.
Amazing. Well, it all sounds very exciting and fantastic. But Jessica, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you.
Fantastic. It's been a pleasure to be here.